What up, what up? Your boy Terminology here. Big shout out to allhiphop.com. You know what it is, man. Been holding the Terminology brand down for many, many years. I'm outside, baby. My 50th album. Time is currency. Let's go.
What's going on, world? It's your man Chuck Creekmer, a.k.a. Jigsaw, here at One World Studios with my man...
Yes, DJ Thorough.
Thorough.
Yes.
And we are here with the young Rakim with the bars.
Oh, wow.
Boston's
You put him under pressure early.
Go.
The young Rakim.
Terminology. Nah, I be listening, though.
He knows that. That's a quote. That's
Yeah,
one of my quotes.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
He said it. He
Yeah,
said it.
yeah.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's
How you
family,
doing?
man? It's family right here. I'm good. Everything good. Life is good.
Good. All right.
know?
Well, let's go straight to it. You got this project.
Yeah.
Time is currency.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Now, first of all, let's run down who's on the. Before we get into the reason we're here, but let me just run down who's on this album. Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
We got
baby.
Coda the Friend. I'm not no disrespect.
Yeah,
but I'm
just
gonna
say the ones that
tap
stick out
in.
to you.
Yeah. G-Rap, Razzcast, Lil Fame, UFO Feeve, Master Ace, CJ Fly, Rex.
Yep. Some
Man.
spitters, man.
And produced and mixed by Nasty. Shout out to
Yeah.
Nasty.
Nasty loves you, man.
Yeah.
Dope.
Man, so this is your 50th
Project.
project.
Right there deserves a clap. 50.
Yeah, yeah.
Come
let's
on,
go.
man.
Yeah. Let's
50
go.
albums.
Yeah.
50.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. And
That's crazy.
every time I post something about it or say it, it's just like people be like, "What?" Even legends, even people I look up to, they just, I mean, it's my passion, bro. I just love putting together projects. It's my thing.
And you never slack. The bars you never feel like you just phoning it in.
Nah, I can't. I can't. I want to live with myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what keeps me sharp, man.
So what are you doing? Like 2 albums per year?
It was about 2 a year. You know, it's 35 albums and then it's 15 mixtapes and EPs.
albums,
But in
man.
my it's all original content.
It's all original content.
Sometimes we did albums because we were signed to a deal, and the deal would say you can't put out another project within a 6-month period.
Right.
But we had a lot of material sitting around, and we wanted to stay hot, so we called the mixtapes what they albums.
Right.
And then 9-song EPs, they albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, 50 albums. Yeah.
Where do you draw your inspiration from to put that body of work in? Because that's a lot of songs, recording,
Yeah.
ideas, concepts. Like,
Right, and that's just what made it, because it's a
Right.
lot of stuff that never sees the light of day. But I think that, to be honest, bro, I just love being in the studio. It's my passion, you know what I'm saying? I love being in the lab.
clearly.
Yeah, clearly I love being in the lab, and to be honest, man, a lot of the stuff that I do doesn't show up on the scoreboard. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the stuff that I do, as far as like Trill Static with Static and Bun.
Right.
You know, I sequenced the whole first Trill Static. I named 5 of the songs, just stuff like that. Executive producing, co-producing, ghostwriting. I'm doing all kind of stuff. I just love being in the studio. You know what I mean?
What keeps you lyrically motivated? Like, what keeps you lyrically moving and shaking and sharp?
Well, first of all, I just love hip hop, and I'll listen to, if it's nothing out that's moving me, I'll go back and listen to classics. When I first got here, we were talking about Capital Punishment, Ready to Die.
Right.
If I ever feel like, damn, I don't know what to say right now, I'll go listen to albums like that and be like, damn,
Yeah.
like, woof, I'm gonna have to try my hardest, and it still might not even sound half as good as that. So you know what I mean? It's like when I look at those type of legends and I look at that type of artistry and that level of lyricism, I be trying my hardest to just be a 10 out of 10 with it every time.
Yeah. Now you like I noted, you called yourself a young Rakim with the bars.
Yeah.
That's audacious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's like,
I was
That's a hell of a
talking heavy when
statement.
I first came out. I was talking. That was like 2006 too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I first came out, bro, I was trying to make a name for myself from a relatively unknown city, Lawrence, Mass. It's next to Boston, and I moved out to New York, and I'm trying to get people in New York to respect my bars. So doing shock rap and just punchline rap was like something that really helped me, because like people. When you dropping some names and you saying some crazy shit, people ears like, what the fuck you say?
Yeah.
And now you gotta prove it. So
That's
that's
true.
why when I first came to New York, at first they'd be like, give it up for Terminology from Boston. Motherfuckers just be like, right. But then what I started doing was I would come
Right.
out and do an acapella right off the rip, so they know I could rap.
Right.
That was how I would. They'd be like, oh, all right, we fuck with him. He could rap. And then so it wasn't much about where I was from so much or what I looked
Right.
like or if I had jury on or any of that shit. It was like, yo, he got bars.
Right.
And I always stuck with that. You know what I mean?
It's funny that people would do this at Boston because Boston is entrenched, enriched in hip hop.
Yeah.
Guru from Gangstar, he was from
Yeah.
Boston.
Well, you know,
had
sports had to
LOG.
do with it.
You know, he had a lot of people.
Sports, you know, do the right thing.
Right.
There's just a lot
Oh,
of like,
do the right
there's
thing.
a lot of things where it's
Yeah.
just like, who the fuck is this guy? So,
Yeah.
you know, and they do that to you even if you dumb nice in New York. You got to prove your shit.
Right.
New York is a place where you go make some noise and they're not just going to make some noise. You got to
Right.
show them why to make some noise. You know what I mean? And once you do, then they rock with you. But it's like, they're going to do this shit until they see if you're official,
Right.
you know?
In terms of speaking on lyrical ability.
Watching rappers.
Right. Because I always said New York
Which is
artists-
typically is a crowd of rappers
Right.
Yeah.
watching you.
Or goons.
Right.
Or goons.
Because-
Depending where you at,
Yeah,
you know,
true.
which they're not going to fan out for you either.
Right.
You know what's funny? I don't know if anybody notices, but being in New York or even on the East Coast, it's a double standard because you have to know how to rap
Yeah,
for anybody to support you in New York.
Yeah.
But they'll support somebody from down south that can't rap,
right.
Yeah, they used to
They
go,
get more
oh, that's some
praise.
down south shit though.
right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a different
like,
standard.
yeah.
So you can't you can't not rap and say, well, that's some down
Yeah.
south shit, even though I'm in New York. You can't
Man,
do
listen, I went to Mobile, Alabama, right?
that. Shout out to Mobile.
Yeah, shout out to Mobile. But I went down there with Static. He had a show down there, whatever. He was on the radio. We were doing a bunch of stuff. So we went down there. And while we were down there for 4 days, right? Our boy was on the radio and Static was on the radio. I did not hear one East Coast record for 4 days.
I'm glad you brought that
Right?
up because I got to tell
And
you
the
something.
second I landed back, we got JFK, Flex going crazy on every South record ever, and I was like, wow, this is really disrespectful to our coast. Like,
Now-
there's no, like, if people here even understood what was going on over there, nah, for real, I'm sure we all got opinions on it, but
No, I'm
just
with you. I
saying,
gotta
like,
tell you
yo,
something.
it was so crazy to me that not one in 4 days, and then we get here and it's this ultimate meat ride into the top level. Pause. Like, it was crazy.
Got to tell you something. I completely agree with you. I'm from Harlem,
Yeah.
right? I've been all over the world 4 times. I got
Right.
I'm on my 4th passport, right?
Talk that talk.
I gotta talk my talk. You know what I
that
mean?
talk.
And my boy Wonder, I always complain to him about this.
Yeah.
So I'm in Harlem. I'm gonna just start with Harlem.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go outside of New York. I'm in Harlem, and all I hear from the hustler dudes that hustle is down south dudes.
Right.
So the dudes that do the hustle music here, they don't play them. So how are you from New York and you don't identify with somebody that live where you live? How do you identify with somebody down south talking down south terminology?
Right.
That's not our environment.
Yeah.
But you don't see that. So when I go to your point, when I go to Atlanta, all I hear is down south,
Yeah.
as I should,
Yeah.
because I'm in Atlanta.
Exactly.
But-
At least mix it up a little
Right.
bit. You know?
But when you come here, it's just
I'm not mad at the fans for hearing
There's
what
no-
they want to
right,
hear,
there's no
but
so-
I was a little
you know why they want to
offended
hear
at-
it because you can't like what
was-
you don't hear.
Exactly, but I was offended that we were being programmed a certain way and there was no representation of this city that we're
Right,
in. You know what I
right.
mean? That was the only thing. I was like, damn, all right, can we get a little Dipset? Can we get a little Locks? Can we get some official street shit from up here too?
You don't get
like
it.
at least, you know? But it wasn't.
Whose fault is that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
You always trying to start some.
No.
I don't know. I don't know whose
You
fault
always
it is.
want to name a name.
I'm talking about 06.
already
You know,
said-
I'm talking about 06.
I hear you.
A lot of things. Nah, a lot of things have changed
Yeah,
since
I mean,
06. Like,
nah, we ain't
Listen,
going.
man.
nah, we're not
whose
here to
fault
call
is
out
that?
names. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I
fault
think,
is
but
that?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think that it's not just as clear as you might think. I think that T.I. still in Atlanta. I think Luda's still in Atlanta. I think
Those are exceptions.
you know what I'm saying. No, but I think that from a New York perspective, a lot of the kings have left. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
That grounding factor, that muscle
Right.
has messed up the city.
Right.
Off camera, we know what happened, bro.
I want to definitely. I mean, we could have this conversation all day, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, you just have to hold it down, which is what I think you do.
Right.
For real. But I wanted to discuss with you Boston. Like, we don't really know, like, a lot about Boston
Okay.
to have that perspective, right? Because Gangstar, for the longest time, we thought they were from Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also others, like, even yourself, like, a lot of people might think you're from New York.
Almost everybody I meet is think that I'm from New York because I've been here for so long.
Right.
But you know, if you really follow, I've been screaming Lawrence Mass so hard for 20 years.
Right.
So hard, like, all right, like I've been screaming that shit. You know, to the point where it's like it is known now. In a lot of circles and like in the music industry, people be like, oh, that's where Terminology's from. So
Yeah.
it's cool, man. But there was hip hop in Boston when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I don't even know about. Mad names of people that was popping. But I would say, like, when I started coming out, like, when I started wanting to rap, I know that, like, Edo G, Armadi RSO, you know, Guru, we knew he was from Mass, but he was also from New York. Big Shug, Gangstar, Crumb Snatchers from Lawrence, from my hood. So there was a bunch of people that we had to look up to, especially, like, the super, like, underground backpack kind of, like, scene. We had like a huge underground scene at the time when Rockets was booming. It was like Mr. Liv, Esoteric, you know, all those guys, man. So we had a lot of people that was moving a lot of units and getting like notoriety, but it wasn't like no stars. Like now with this era, it's like the Boston area has more like stars. Like now we have like Millies and Joyner Lucas and Bia and like all these other you know, people that are popping more like in a commercial way and viral way. So it's cool, man, because for a long time, I ain't gonna lie, it was just me.
Yeah.
For a long time. I would be, you know, I'd be in the Double XL magazine every month, the Source every month before social media. And I was the only one for years. So it was really hard when I just had the state on my back. You know what I mean? It was tough. So it's dope for me to see now that there's like mad artists popping from Massachusetts. It feels really good.
Man, you summed that up nicely.
Does Boston have a sound?
I would say Boston always had the New York sound because we're only 4 hours away and we do boom bap.
Right.
So
Yeah.
who was from Boston? Edo G, right? Guru,
Right.
Big Shug, that's Gangstar, right? At RSO, who was doing their beats like Havoc and you know,
right.
Hangman 3.
Hangman
So it's
3.
like it had a New York sound.
Hangman
It was
sound,
just New York cousin, you know. And now it doesn't, because now it has the sound of whatever is popping.
The homogenized sound.
The internet sound.
Yeah.
Whatever's
Everybody
popping.
sound the same
Whatever's
now.
popping. You
Right.
know,
Whatever's popping.
let's just keep it real, right? So
How do you feel about that being an artist? Do you feel forced to conform to a certain sound because that's what's popping, or do you stay true to this is what I like? This
I
is
got
what I'm gonna
50
do?
albums. Go listen to them.
No, I know. I know.
Nah, I mean,
you gotta
you
talk
know,
to them. I know.
Here's the thing, right? When you know how we do paid features as rappers,
Right.
right? So if somebody got a bag that makes sense for you, and you're like, you know, you're interested in doing the feature,
Right.
you'll pretty much do a feature with whoever, as long as this shit is not going against your morals. You know what I mean? You want the song to be dope, the beat to be dope. You want to like something about it, right? So what they do is the youngins, they always ask me like, yo, Term, I want to get you on this song. I got this bag for you. So I'll be like, all right, cool. Well, you know, what's the sound like? Yo, it's drill. I'll be like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that. And no disrespect to you, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
come back with a soul sample, even if you want to do some boom bap or some, you know, whatever else. But I just stay away from things that are not Terminology
It's
brand.
not you.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel you could do a drill, but bring them
Of
into
course.
your?
I'll fucking
Listen,
body
but
that
bring
shit.
them into your world. You don't have the drill on a drill beat.
It's just
You know what I
that
mean?
it's not authentic to me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be with a bunch of 20-year-olds with Pooh Shiesties dancing around with burners in the video.
Right.
That's their era. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I love the young generation, but I'm a 40-year-old man, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I feel
I'm just doing what makes sense for me.
Respect that.
I respect that.
What
Making
about,
music.
what about doing records with Joyner Lucas or Bia?
Yeah.
Is there a unity there? Millies even.
I mean, I'm cool with all of them. We're all cool. I mean, we all came up the same way, and we all had the same struggle. As far as, you know, if you go back 10 years ago or even less, none of us were really popping like that. I was really the only one popping, to be honest. And then, you know, it was still underground. So the fact that like people like Bia and Joyner were able to take it to like a commercial level, I just got nothing but, you know, respect for them. But shit, man, I got a bunch of songs with Millies, and you know, who knows what'll happen. I'm always open for whatever.
Okay. I want to mention a couple names to you and see what your thoughts are on them. Well, you've just worked with like I mean, it seems like
It feels like everybody.
feels like everybody.
Yeah.
But a couple people who I really like. Let's talk about G-Rap.
My favorite.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite, man.
How was it? You've worked with him multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 3 records together. Actually, one of the singles off this project.
Which I played like repeatedly today.
Yeah, that's a banger. Thank you, man. Yeah, man, Get 'Em is crazy. Shout out to Lil Fame. That's my bro.
Worked with them.
you
In
know-
fact, that Young Rock coming with the bars is from my MOP.
Right, okay, from MOP's album, that's right. Yeah, man, I mean, G-Rap is just, if you know, he's the father of the style that we all use, you know what I mean? And it's just a classic, timeless, perfect style. And if you can you know, get anywhere to that level of flow, hats off to you, you know what I mean? So shit, with G-Rap, one of the coolest things was when we were shooting the video, you know, people in the, like the people around us was all, you know, kind of like, yo, who got who type shit. And I'm like, nah, that's the OG. He got me. And he like, nah, we didn't body each other. We both bodied it exactly equally.
Yeah.
And for G-Rap to say that to me, I was like, whoa, okay.
That's crazy.
You know, even though I still felt like he had the better verse, but then some people said I had the better verse. So
That's even-
I'm competitive. I like that shit.
Yeah.
How did you meet G-Rap? Do you remember that?
Man, I met G-Rap like a long time ago, just at a concert, said what up. It was just light shit like that. But then how I got like cool with him was like, he had reached out for me to do a hook for one of his albums.
Just reached out of nowhere.
Just reached out like,
Wow.
yo, cause he always, every time he see me, he be like, yo, you a beast. Like he fucked with my rhymes. He knew I was nice, but G-Rap is like a myth, bro. It's like you can't find him. You don't see him places. It's not like, you know how some rappers be everywhere. Like you can see them, you know, every day you can find out where some rapper's gonna be at. But he kind of like comes out of the shadows type shit. So I did the hook and it came out good. I ended up throwing a verse on it, doing a video for it. And after we did the video and we really like clicked up and became cool, then it was like, then the relationship just kept going.
Yeah. Were you in awe, like, when you first met him? 'Cause
I was bugging out.
when I first met him, I said, I can't even say what I said.
Okay.
It was so awkward and dumb.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Chuck?
It was whack.
Well, I opened for him at BB King's, right? He came up to Shade 45 one time, and then he had a show at BB King's, and I went and opened up for him at BB King's, and I bodied that shit.
Yeah.
And so after that moment when he
Rest
see
in
me
peace,
rap,
BB King's, buddy.
yeah, man, that was
Go ahead,
such a
bro.
legendary moment.
Yeah.
Such a legendary venue. But like after that moment that he see me like rap in his face, and he's like, oh, okay, he does what I do. Like I get it. He he took my style and brought it to this level of this time of day. Like, you know what I'm saying? This where we at now. So it's like after that we just became like mad cool, and it's just such a cool thing for me to say, because as a kid I never thought I would meet G-Rap. It's just it's larger than life figure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Mac Miller. You did a record with Static and Mac Miller, which was dope, you know.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mac. That was my guy,
rest in
man.
peace.
That was
Where
my
is he
guy.
from, by the way?
Mac is from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, how was it? Did y'all work together? Or was
Yeah,
it?
we were in the studio together.
Yeah, the record.
He was
definitely sounds
18.
like
He just turned 18. And we did 2 that night, actually. We did one on the Paid in Full. It's funny, Paid in Full instrumental. And that one just went, I think, to one of the sites at the time. But then the other one, 8292, actually came out for real. And it's so dope that it came out, because that shit blew up. And it's one of my biggest songs to this day, man.
Yeah.
Right. Such a cool cat, man. Mac, such a student of hip hop.
Yeah.
When I met him, he told me his 2 favorite rappers was me and Big L.
That's my favorite, man. Ultimate.
Yeah.
Big L.
Come on, it's Big
Come on,
L.
Big L,
But
man.
this is an 18-year-old kid.
That's
so,
great.
you know, everybody don't know their history like that. And, you know, how he blew up was what? On a Lord Finesse beat.
On Lord Finesse beat.
So he really
Yep.
was about that shit, man. He loved hip-hop, man. And
Yeah.
he really loved rhyming, like, with Static and Sean Price. And
Right.
even though he became a star, he was all about doing songs with Term and Sean Price and shit like that.
Right.
So.
It's funny. I just tweeted today because I was listening to that record, and I met him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was my biggest one of my regrets is not taking a flick with him.
Oh, damn.
He was bouncing off the walls though. It was hard to like even. He was so
a star,
hyper,
bro. He was
Yeah.
a star. He was hyper. You know, he was a young kid full of energy.
Yeah.
Everybody was pulling him every way. You know, he was turning up. Like
Yeah.
he was only 18, bro, and he was like in the studio with us, you know, doing what it do. So it was like
Yeah.
we were all drinking Henny in there, you know what I mean? But I was doing the same when I was 18. so-
Allegedly.
yeah, I'm not judging, you know, all the pictures. We all holding Hennessy bottles in the
Right.
pictures, so you can't.
No getting away. Bro.
Yeah, no
Try to
doubt.
clean it up. Never mind.
Nah. It's
What's your kinship with Paul Wall?
Paul is my guy, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul. So Paul did an album with Static. I did a feature on it. We did a video, and the video went so good that we just clicked. And when COVID happened and the world shut down, Paul texted me like, "Yo, man, send me some shit. Let's let's work." So I'm like, all right, I'm excited, but I'm like, what's the right song I can send him? So I sent him one. He sent it back in 24 hours. I'm like, man, this is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right, send another one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I think this is going somewhere, you know? So I'm like, yo, so we doing a project? He like, man, hell yeah. And then it was just that easy, bro.
Right.
And it turned into, we got 3 projects now, you know what I mean?
Classic material.
Yeah, crazy
too.
shit.
Yeah.
And one of the coolest things that I've been able to do is like help Paul like fulfill a dream that he's always had. So when he came into the game, you know, he's on a major label, and like the Houston wave is booming at that time. So they only wanted him to rhyme on a certain kind of beats.
Right.
But he wanted Primo beats. He wanted, you know, DITC beats.
Right.
He wanted to rap on Static and Kanye. He wanted soul samples and
Right.
boom bap. But he never got a chance to like get in that lane. So once I got on that, you know, did the album with him, first single, Pete Rock. You know, next single, Dame Grease. Next single, Static. Next album, Large Pro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So man, he like, damn, this is crazy. So I was able to like, you know, do something for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In a hip hop way.
That's
and
dope.
it's dope. And the fans love it because they be like, damn, we didn't know Paul Wall could really rhyme like that.
Right. Now Houston got spitters, man.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
They got
Yeah.
spitters.
And
Style.
Bun, him and
Yeah,
Bun.
they,
Bun
that's what they. That's
Bun
what
is
they,
crazy with it.
Elite.
Yeah.
that's what they.
We
do.
missed Bun, by the way, man. He was here in New York just the other day.
Damn, we could have got a trill burger.
I hit him. I was like,
man.
I hit
Damn
him.
it.
Right.
I'm chill burgers, man.
Man, I
how's
go
your
with
boy?
the vegan joint, man.
They
Because
so good.
I
You had one?
actually, by the way, I didn't because
Okay.
he sold out.
Okay, because the vegan one slapped. I had the vegan one at Trill Static. I had two of them at Coachella. I had the regular one and the
Damn.
vegan back to back. I was wilding. I came home from Coachella like 10 pounds
10
heavier.
pounds heavier.
Nothing but champagne, Hennessy, motherfucking
Right.
Trill Burgers
Oh
for
my
4 days.
God.
Like I
Right.
came home looking crazy, bro.
Shout out to Bun. man.
Yeah, shout out to OG, man.
It's something else I want to switch gears and
Wait, let me ask him about one more
okay, go
person.
ahead.
Yeah.
Because this is one of my favorite young MCs, Coda the Friend.
Go
Yeah.
to the front.
South
Yeah.
Dakota, man. Man, it's just some people just got it, bro.
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
people just got it, bro.
Somebody try to tell me he don't got it.
Oh no, they bugging.
I mean, that's subjective. That's
Yo,
their
the
opinion.
individual who's someone I look up to and I admire.
Yeah.
But I had to stop. I literally
Stop following them?
stopped talking to him for a day or two. We
Yeah.
were texting back and forth.
Don't
and
take it personal, Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, we do all have our opinions,
Yeah.
but
Got
I
the
mean, some
opinion.
things are kind of public knowledge. Like you see, you know what I mean? You see somebody who got. There's a reason why. There's a reason why he's selling out all them shows all over the world because he got it.
Yeah.
And he's doing real shit. So.
Yeah.
You know, you could sell out doing bullshit. You could do bullshit and nobody will still show up to your show.
Yeah.
So people get that confused, like, oh, I could have sold out. No, you couldn't.
Right.
No, you
Right.
couldn't. You could make any song you want. Nobody's still not coming to your show because
Right.
you're not popping.
Right.
And you're not good. Like straight up. Like we got
You said that though? You said that though?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, sometimes I try to be nice to people, but
Right.
once in a while, you gotta. Man, listen. I'll tell you a quick story, right? So TuneCore, right? In the beginning it was TuneCore. Now they got CD Baby,
Yeah.
all the shit, right? All these distribution companies. So I had so many people in my hood telling me, "Yo, I'm that dude. I got a hit. I'm nice. I'm this and that." All right, cool, right? So many people I meet. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is what you do. Get a cover, get a wave, go to this website, $10. Put it up. Man, when that sales report came back and they didn't sell one copy and have 5 streams, I like, yo, so what you popping, right? Where's your hit? Like,
Yeah.
humbled a lot of people when you start putting out your own music and you see nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I let them humble themselves.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Right.
Shit.
How do you deal? How would you say one should deal with that if they get humbled quickly?
How should one deal with
How should
that?
one
How
deal
should
with
one
that?
deal with that?
Because everybody, I have this
Humble
thing where
yourself.
people should manage their expectations. People don't do that.
Right.
So they think they're gonna put something out and it's gonna blow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
And they overvalue their worth.
Right.
They're like, I know my worth. Okay,
Right.
we'll put it on TuneCore, and when you sell 5 copies, that's your worth. Your worth is
Right.
$5.
But does that mean it's not good?
It doesn't mean it's
You
not
see what I'm
good. It
saying?
means that you need to work on your marketing.
On your
You need to
marketing, right.
Work on your presentation.
Right.
Work on your grind. There's a lot. Your connections. There's
Right.
a lot to go with it.
The reason why I said that because arguably, my opinion, Illmatic is the best hip hop album ever.
No
That's my
doubt.
opinion.
That-
but
I could get with
it
that.
took 2 years for it to go gold.
Of course.
So that
And it
doesn't.
might have never
And it
went
just went
gold.
platinum.
And it might have
Right.
never went platinum if he didn't have all them other
Right.
records.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
That
So-
help people go back and say,
point.
oh wait, this album's even better or just as good.
Right.
You know?
Good point.
Because that Lauryn Hill coming off 16 mil definitely helped.
Definitely help.
You know what I
Definitely
mean?
help. Now switching gears,
Yeah.
I'm a father, man, and it's
Yep.
something I want to commend you on. I want you to speak on it. Your
Yeah.
brand, the Good Dad Game.
Yeah.
Good Dad Gang.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm a father as well.
No
Yeah.
doubt, man. We
Proudly.
all are in here.
Up here.
Proudly.
Good
Let's
Dad
talk
Gang.
humanize.
Out of all the cool rap stuff I did, Good Dad Gang is the coolest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
You know, and I've been able to like help fathers get back in their kids' life, help fathers deal with a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's real stuff.
Come on,
It's
man.
real stuff. There's a crazy like misconception in this world that fathers don't care, fathers don't want to be there, specifically Black and Latino fathers.
right.
We go through a lot of shit, bro, and it's fact. It's
hold up.
fact.
Say it
Some-
again.
yeah.
we go through.
We go through a lot of shit, man.
Touching. That's
Yeah.
why.
And here's the thing, bro. If there's 8 billion people in this world, right? I'm sure there's a lot of bad dads, but there's just as many good dads, especially in 2024.
Right.
Right. In my era, you didn't see your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ever. In this era, when I go pick up my kid from school, that shit is at least half dads.
Right.
So it's just we're in a different era where we know better and we're doing better.
Right.
But for some reason, it's so many people out here that still have that stigma. They're still on us.
Yeah.
So I've been working so hard to turn that shit around. And if you go to Good Dad Gang, if you go to my page on Instagram, you'll see thousands of pictures of dads doing real shit with their kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can see what it is. And it's like, yeah, a picture could lie. You could be a deadbeat dad and take a pic and act like one. But you got to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, and your baby mom knows, you know, your kids know,
Right.
and people know. So it's
They're
like,
deadbeat mothers too. Just for,
oh yeah,
just for the
there's,
record.
there's a lot of them.
Just for the record.
And not only are there deadbeat mothers, there's mothers, thousands, keeping the father from their child
Right,
that
yep.
want to see the kid.
Right. Facts.
Now, disclaimer, because I already know how they're gonna do. Your baby daddy might be trash. Your father might be trash.
Right.
But we're not trash. Nobody on Good Dad Gang page is trash.
Right.
And there's 100 tattoos, and there's thousands of people that rep
Right.
it, and there's millions of good dads out there. But I'm sure
and by the
there's
way,
some bad ones too. But
oftentimes, and this is not a diss to women in general, but I can say for a fact, some women will take their relationship with the father, with their ex or whatever, and then impose that with the kids. You can have you can be a trash husband or a trash ex or trash boyfriend, whatever, and have a great relationship with your kids.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of times you get penalized.
Absolutely.
Men get penalized for that.
well,
And there's a big difference.
it's a huge thing. It's a huge problem with that, right? Because a man and a woman generally break up, right? The woman just naturally gets custody. It's really hard for a father to get custody.
Yeah.
It's hard for a father to get visitation sometimes.
Yeah.
So visiting a child you created, but that's another story. Visitation for a child that's half yours. Physically, blood. Y'all sat down, made it together, but you got to fight to visit it, right? That's another. It's crazy, but anyway, as soon as you break up, right? Y'all probably both mad. Y'all probably both scorned a bit. You're heated, right? Y'all both maybe y'all want to get back at the other. Maybe y'all don't. Maybe y'all don't care. Maybe you do. She got the one up on you because she just gets the kid. So what's she gonna do? She can't hurt you. You already with your new bitch. You already getting money. You happy.
Woman, come on.
Woman.
I'm saying, new woman. I'm just saying, let's be real. You know,
woman.
like it could be that a lot of times the only way
She says that though.
a lot of times that you can be hurt is by them using the kid against you.
It's
Oh, yeah, that
sometimes it's the only
It's
way.
the only way I know. I know firsthand. And I had to go to court to see my kids. And I went through a lot of stuff. I had to take parenting classes, drug tests, and I passed all that stuff with flying colors. And, you know, I'm with my kids all the time. I drive back and forth from Boston to New York every single week of my life just to see my kids.
before you say that,
because I'm
go
with my
ahead.
kids all the time.
I literally just advised somebody. There's a book called Your Personal Civil War, who's having that very same problem. Now, I bought the book. I didn't exactly need it the way it's written, but I was like, yo, read this.
Yeah.
It will help you out. It will guide you through this process of seeing your kids.
For sure. I think that what I really hope for the future is that there's like what I really hope for the future is that there's less of a man versus woman war going on in the world, so we can just be better parents. Because the world is pitting men and women against each other at all times.
Right.
Every meme you see is like, oh
yeah,
these girls are doing this. They thought then the girls are, these guys ain't shit. Da, da, da. So the world is pitting us against each other at all times, and it spills into parenthood. You know, so I just wish that in the future, I don't know how realistic it is because we're in a crazy time now with social media, but I feel like if people could kind of like put their personal differences aside, they could be better co-parents.
it's
you know?
tough, man. And the other thing is the court systems, the systems.
Oh, man. Don't get
the
me
court
started.
systems and the legal system and the
Yeah.
lawyers.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk offline about that, but
Yeah.
it's a mess.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But the positive side of Good Dad Gang is just that, you know, we have apparel, we got our own sneakers. For Father's Day, we usually get socks, we get underwear. You know, we get like something light, right?
Or lawnmower stuff.
Something light, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like we making it cool.
Nail
Like,
clippers.
yeah. So now,
hammer.
now we got our own
Screwdriver.
sneakers.
Go do something.
You know?
Go fix something.
Right, that's another story. But yeah, we could do this all day, you know. But I don't want. I'm not up here trying to bash nobody or be or be nothing like that. I just the positive side about it is like, yo, look what we're doing. We're empowering and we're like motivating fathers to be in their kids' life as much as they can. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
Take care of your kids, be present, take care of your responsibilities, be there for your youngins, try to set a good example, try to help them for what's next, because life is hard and they're gonna
Right.
need your help.
So for anybody that don't know, do you have music? You see what we're talking about right now? Do you have music that touches on exactly what we're speaking on right now?
Yeah, I do. Some of the songs, you know, my catalog is so crazy that you might have to search for it. But you know, some of the songs talk about like the stuff I went through in court. Some of them talk
We
about
need
just that I love my kids and I
Right.
spend time with them.
Yeah.
Some of the struggles I went through as a young dad. For example, like I had to take a parenting class and my baby mom didn't. We both didn't know nothing about kids.
Right.
But I'm the only one. She like, oh, he's not fit. Well, you're not fit either. Well, okay, so he got to take a parenting class then to take her kid in his custody.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's our kid.
But it's right.
But you know,
It's unfair.
that's a whole nother. You know, it's crazy. But you know, the good part is it's like we're doing great collabos. We did a collab with DJ Premier, Good Dad Gangstar.
Right.
You know, we had all the fathers come out with their kids on Father's Day.
Dope.
Times Square, big billboard. You know, just doing positive stuff. We do backpack giveaways every year in my
Right.
hood. I give away 1,000 backpacks in Lawrence, Mass. That's the poorest city
Right.
in Massachusetts. You know,
That's
it's
dope,
crazy. So
Right.
we're doing good stuff, man.
Shout out
We're-
to you, bro. I want to let's give him a round of applause, man. Yeah.
Appreciate
This
you.
is dope.
That's why
Very
I
dope.
wanted to bring that up because
Yeah.
as artists, you don't get humanized. You
Right.
just think, but you have a real life. You have
Yeah.
a kid. You know,
Of course.
you know.
I just wrote a book too. It's
See?
coming out on Father's Day. Good
Right.
Dad Gang book.
All right, dope.
And it's a self-help parenting book.
You ever thought about be a father to your child over?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Since Edo from my hood,
Yes, I'm like,
I
it's kind of like
I
a
asked
no-brainer.
him and he was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead, Term. You got that."
Right.
Yeah.
No, you should do that.
It's something
it's
that I
needed,
want.
man.
What I really want to do is a merch drop with the logo. It was
Right.
like let a father be to your child. You know, if you
Right.
remember, they had stickers and all that back then. I mean, I don't even know what year that was. I was probably
92.
like 10 or something.
It was 92.
Yeah, I was 10. So yeah, so you know, whatever. But I do my history with this hip hop stuff. I go back and I do research and stuff because my favorite
Dope.
stuff is that real stuff.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun, man. We've been serious.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, I want to get your top 5 that are alive. Should we do that right now?
We can do that.
Yeah, let's get your
I
top
know,
5.
I know G-Rap is in there.
Oh man, G-Rap definitely.
But let's
is
go
there.
ahead. That's a cheat
So
code.
Big
but go
Pun
ahead.
number 1.
Big Pun. Hey,
Big Pun, you know,
Latino.
Puerto Rican.
Big
man.
Pun.
Puerto Rico.
That's my dude.
Hey, hit that.
Pana.
Yo, Big Pun tattoos. Okay.
Exactly.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Pana.
He
Pun.
really got that? That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I got this.
Who else has a tat?
A lot of people do.
Yeah. Well, I know. Dave East.
Dave East.
Dave East has a pun tat. Shout out to Dave East.
Exhibit has one right on his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. No.
Okay, my top 5 dead or alive.
Right.
Woo, this is crazy. All right, number 1 Pun. 2 Hove for sure.
It's your boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hove is just too much.
Tell me, baby.
Wait. Shh. I know you don't know the answer to this, but wouldn't you like to hear another Jay-Z album?
Yeah, we'll hear it. We'll hear it.
Okay.
He's just busy getting them bees, man. I ain't mad at him. He did
No
enough.
pun.
Yeah.
Getting them
Hey.
beats.
Yeah. Yeah, he just getting to it, man. I ain't mad at it. Number 3, I had to go Nas, man. Nas, and I know this is a bit of a generic
QB.
list, but number 4, I would probably have to say G-Rap, and number 5, Black Thought.
Okay.
Now let's
Great.
get specific.
Yeah.
Give me a top 5 Latino rappers.
Ooh.
Okay, pun number 1,
Pun, okay.
number 2, pun number 3,
damn.
pun number 4, pun number 5.
Oh,
No shots to nobody, but you know there's one leader. There's one leader.
Shots. That's definitive, though.
Yeah, pun. Yeah.
That's
That's
I
the
love
one.
it though.
That's
I
the
love
one,
it.
man.
Shout out
Okay.
to all the Latino brothers
Jeez.
Nah, what
and
up?
sisters
Yeah, shout out. This is out of us,
rapping.
man.
But listen,
Hunter's that guy, man.
I'm with you.
Yeah, he's the one, man.
Pun. Okay.
He the
I'm
one,
with
man.
you now. I don't want to upset anybody, but that. Wow, who are you looking?
Well, okay, I'll name my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
in no particular order.
Okay.
Royal Flush.
Woo. Okay.
Royal Flush is Cuban.
That's the bro. Shout out to bro.
AZ.
Dominican.
Dominican.
Okay.
Nori.
Nori, my God. Shout out to Nori. I love Nori. That's
Big-
my
Big
guy.
Pun.
Of course, Pun.
And I'm from Harlem. Curious.
Okay, that's fire.
Curious.
But
That's a
but
fire top five.
can I say a but though? But they're Afro
Latino.
Latin.
Yeah, but his father. Well, if you're going to be technical about it, his father is Puerto Rican and his mother's black.
I know. Listen,
I mean,
unfortunately,
you know what we're thinking.
I mean,
You know what we're thinking though.
Unfortunately, we have to have this debate all the time.
Right.
When it
Okay,
comes to Latinos.
now I gotta do this.
Because it's the half Latino squad and then
Right.
it's the full Latino squad, it's the Spanish speaking. Unfortunately, we have to have this conversation.
Right.
But I accept your top five and I think it's a great top
Yeah,
five.
We
it
receive
is
your
what-
top five.
Yeah,
It's in the books. All right,
Get
fine.
technical, like,
Shout out to Nims. Shout out to Nims.
Yeah,
Nem's right.
man,
Yeah.
there's so many dope.
He didn't
Spanish
respond to my
rappers.
last message, but that's all right, Nims.
Shout out Nem. Nems is my
Fuck
guy.
your life,
Shout out
man.
to Nims. Yeah,
Fuck your life,
Be
basically.
real, man. Be real, Fat
Be
Joe.
real fat. I
Joe
could've gone
Factor,
there.
Don.
Fat
But
Joe.
That was my top five. You know what I mean?
Ortiz, shout out to
Right,
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
So,
Oh yeah.
so
Oh
many.
man.
Dubious.
So
Joel's.
Yeah,
Joel's
Beat Nuts.
Beat
You know what I mean?
Nuts.
Beat
We could
Nuts.
do this all day. But,
Yeah.
You know, Pun is my guy.
Got you. Who do you want to work with? Like that you have yet to work with? Is there any?
Man, I want to do a song with Black Thought, man.
Yeah.
I think that's
You never did that?
Nah, I think that's something that.
Hold
that
on,
needs to
right now.
happen.
Hold on.
Static. Come on,
Yeah,
Static.
hey man. You know,
Static. What's up?
I think that Static got the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Before I hang it up,
Static
you know.
and pressure, right?
Hang
I mean,
it up.
before I hang it up.
Hang it
whenever
up?
I
What do you mean
decide-
hang it up?
No,
Whenever.
before I decide to
No,
retire.
don't put
if
that
I
in the
ever
cap.
retire.
No, don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean,
Going.
we hit 50. We might as well keep going. You know,
going,
might as well
bro.
get that 100 pack.
Nas is proof. I mean, living,
Oh, yeah, man.
breathing,
Right.
active proof. Snoop
Right.
too. But Nas different. Nas is literally,
We're not playing sports,
Nas
so
is crazy.
and he's
bro.
got the
Your mental
Primo
is sharp as
project
you
coming,
Yeah,
bruh.
6 projects in 3 years were hit. Now he's
It's
on the Primo
unheard
shit.
of. I mean, Jay
incredible.
gotta be. I don't mean. Look, this is just a hip hop conversation.
Yeah.
Somewhere, Jay is thinking about.
he's punching
Nas.
the air.
Yeah, he gotta be
You think he's
motivated.
punching the air?
Gotta
Like,
be.
I wouldn't say he punched in the air because he was winning the battle for
I
a long
wouldn't say
time.
punching the air. I don't think he's punching the air.
I'm
You know
a
what?
maker,
You
man.
know
Go
what?
ahead.
No, I don't think he's punching the air.
Right.
I don't think that.
You don't think
I won't say
I
why.
think he's
I don't
punching
think
the air.
that.
No,
I think he's watching like this.
he's
motherfucker.
watching though.
He's watching for sure.
Because it's
Because
hip
he
hop.
knows-
Yeah, nah, Jay's a hip hop head,
He's
man. We
hip-hop.
know. If you know, you know.
It's
Behind
not
the
about
scenes,
money.
you
It's
know,
like he's hip hop.
He makes his list
shit.
every year. Like
Right.
he's paying attention, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's why I said I think he'll do another album. I think he'll
hope
come
so.
back.
Because for one, man, listen, there's no limits. We
Yeah.
didn't know this. Like Game, remember that infamous Game lyric? You 30 something
Right.
or whatever, 40, and you still rapping. But that's
done.
that's done.
Oh yeah, that's done because now the best rappers alive are 40 something.
And it's supposed to be because mentally,
Black
as
Thought,
you get older, you're supposed to be
Royce,
sharper.
Eminem,
Royce.
Right.
like
Yeah.
bro, what are we talking about here? Like
Yeah.
Jay, Nas,
Right.
like those
For
just
real.
those top five.
You
They
have more to
still
talk
rapping
about as
better
you
than
get
everybody.
older.
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
The future.
yeah.
Right now, J. Cole's 39.
Okay.
Drake,
He is?
yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Older than Jesus. Older than Martin Luther King when he died.
Oh yeah.
He's so old, he owed Jesus a quarter? Okay. Okay.
Jesus is 33.
You know, Drake is, knocking on 40. Kendrick's, they're all easing to 40.
Wow.
Now, put them, they the big three. I don't care what nobody say.
They're the new- they're the new-
they're the new- right.
Lyrically,
Yeah.
lyrically, they're the big three.
Right. I can
Still.
see that. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think about the future lyrically?
I don't know, bro.
Future
I don't know, bro. He's scared.
lyrically.
I'm scared. There's a lot of whack rappers out here that are getting a lot of shine.
Yeah.
It's tough.
We gotta
It's tough
stop
to
it.
watch. Sway had a quote that he said is one of my favorite quotes. He said, "Y'all practicing in front of us, and it's not fair to us."
Wow. Sway said that.
Sway said that.
Shout out
That's
to Sway.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah. So
Yo.
I just
Wow.
he said y'all coming outside before y'all ready.
Wow.
He followed up the quote.
That's a
with that as
fact.
well.
Hey, y'all practicing in front of us.
Practicing in front of us, and it's not fair
It's
to
not
us.
fair. You're not
Yeah,
ready.
I'll send y'all the clip. But it's just like
And that's
it's just
Sway.
crazy. It's like damn, but there's some really really talented rappers out here. Like high level, high caliber rappers. But I think that we just gotta keep educating the youth, man. We gotta keep telling them stop rapping on your vocals at shows. You know, do a routine. You know, practice with
Use
your
a good DJ. Yeah, get a DJ.
Get a DJ.
Get a fucking DJ.
Get a DJ that knows how to
blend,
you know,
cut,
at least
scratch,
blend,
and be a
cut,
part of the fucking
exactly,
show. Not just standing back there going.
It's gonna help you so much, man. And
not DJing.
that's the reason why.
Angry.
We're angry because I'm tired of this shit, man.
You know.
They're rewriting history with that shit. You got motherfuckers calling themselves
You know
DJs. They're not fucking DJs. Get the
know
fuck
what,
out of
though?
here with
You
that
know what
shit.
really-
Hey man,
right.
we want to be on YouTube, and we want to. Come on, man.
I'm gonna start
algorithm-
PM Dawn in a couple DJs in a minute. You know what I mean?
You
I'm
know
out
what
with
really
that.
helped?
Let me know. I want to tape it. I want to put it up.
All
I've been
right.
telling rappers for so long, since that shit became a fad over the last 10 years of everybody rapping over their song. I've been telling people for so long and advocating for people to learn their actual lyrics so we can hear your real voice and get a DJ. I've been telling people for so long and they never listen until Jadakiss destroyed this Dipset because of the DJ.
Right.
It's not only because Kiss is
Yeah,
the best rapper
that's a
ever.
fact.
It's because the DJ knew how to control that
Technique.
shit.
Yep.
So when that happened, it was like, ooh, they rhyming over the song, they rhyming over the vocals. Yo, Tech dropped that shit. So it's like, yo, when you see that he's not rhyming on the vocals,
difference.
like I said, and he got a DJ, it made all the difference because technically Dipset had just as many, if not more hits. So everybody was like, oh, Dipset. And then Jada came through with the cape and just showed you what an MC and a DJ combination look like.
And then when him and Styles went
Shout out
back
to
to
Technician,
back,
man.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Just the whole locks, man. Shout
Yo,
out to
shout out
Locks.
And shout out to Technician, man. DJ
And shout out
Technician.
to
That's my
Dipset
boy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, shout out
Tech is
to
Tech, man.
crazy.
Tech is what, 2-0 now?
Yeah.
Because Jada and Fab.
And not for nothing, I gotta pop my collar. Not for nothing, when the verses was going on, one of the best verses was Ray and Ghost, and that's when I held the set down for Ray, and Tech was on Ghost. You see the difference?
Okay,
Exactly.
Hey, it's love.
That's what we did. You know what I mean? Pop my hoodie.
Hey, you know what though, bro? You're part of hip hop history, man.
I didn't think
For
about
many
that.
things, but for that
Right.
specific.
But yeah, that was, you know,
Yeah.
that's the difference, you
Because
know?
it's quiet for the verses now.
It is.
And it mattered when we were all in the house sad.
Right.
And it was giving us joy.
I'm
Right.
gonna give it. Well, we'll talk about that off camera. But I'll say this: it didn't have to end.
It didn't have to end.
Didn't have to end.
But
And
that's,
we'll
that's
leave
how
that
it
there.
goes in the industry.
We'll leave that there.
It's hip hop and it's the music industry. It's two different things.
Yes,
That's another
sir.
thing.
Yes,
People don't know
sir.
the difference.
They don't.
And then there's MCs and there's rappers.
That's why we gotta educate the youth.
People don't know the difference.
That's what you asked me about the future.
Right.
I
Yeah.
like the Kid Lord Skull. Y'all know y'all up on him
Yeah,
from
right.
Uptown.
Right.
Yeah,
I
is he the one with the
He's-
big L cover?
yes.
Yeah.
And he's the one on my new single.
Right.
The one I sent you the
Oh,
video.
right.
It's going crazy right now.
Yeah, I
Uptown
like it.
Fly.
Let me ask you this, and this
Yeah.
is not to shame or
Yeah.
anybody. The Little Uzi, did you see the Little Uzi clip when he came up on stage
Yeah, I saw it.
with the purse and all that? And people were going, "This is hip hop now," and I'm like, "No, that's not hip hop.
Okay.
That's not hip hop.
What do you classify it?
That's some. If anything, that's rap and whatever he called himself
Pop.
doing, a pop. That's not hip hop.
Entertainment?
Entertainment.
Why did he wear the rock chain, DJ
And
Thorough?
then he disrespected that rock chain. I don't know. I would like to ask him that. That chain is shattered. I don't even want to look at that chain no more. I'm scarred.
Hey man, we're just being
Hey, man.
controversial.
No, I don't know. Why would he do
me get
that?
back to what I was
Who
talking
let him wear- Who let him wear that rock chain?
Yo,
Go back
with
to
a
the
purse?
positive shit, all right?
Okay, talk about the youth, the young
What I was
people.
trying to say was, well, I was trying to make a good
Why did you do
example. Well, earlier when I said that Mac Miller loved hip hop
Yeah.
at
Right,
18.
right,
Now we got Lord Skull 19.
Yeah.
Right.
Mimicking Big L cover. Every time I see the kid, all he want to talk about is random B-sides from DITC and Rock Marcy and
Stuff
He's
you probably
a
missed.
hip hop.
He's a
And
fan
I'm
of hip-hop.
See, this is what I'm saying. We got to keep pouring into the
that's a
youth.
fact.
Now they got to want to care.
Right.
Because some of them don't give a fuck. They
don't
just
care.
want to be lit on YouTube or IG and get money and get girls
Right.
and whatever. But some of them actually really want to move the culture forward, like the Codas and like the Skulls.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Well, let's clear up that misconception because everybody thinks if you got bars and lyrics, you're not making money. You're getting money.
Oh man, I've been getting money for a
You
long
can
time.
spit and get money.
Yeah.
See, there's
Man,
a
listen.
misconception
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. That shit make me laugh.
Get money.
Oh man, real.
Yeah.
This the funny thing. What is all the top rappers doing right now? Doing what we've been doing. They really rapping. They
Yeah,
want to
really
battle
rapping.
each other. They want to use dark beats and grimy beats,
Right.
and boom bap beats. You got Drake using Conductor Williams.
Right.
Where'd that come from? The underground.
Underground.
The terminologies, the Griseldas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they still always got to come back to our formula.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
No matter how big it gets.
Right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it right now, man. The battles really brought out the rappers in the pop even the pop artists.
Definitely.
And when I say pop artists, I mean the pop-in artists, the popular artists. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So it's good to see.
Hell yeah, man. I like the climate, man. I just don't like the corny shit. But you know, you kind of, this is what the world we in, bro. Somebody will, you know, slap their mama on IG for some likes right now.
Yeah,
It's just we're in a fucked up
crazy.
place. You know?
And unfortunately, some of our greats are destroying their brands because of the same reason.
Talk about it.
Yeah, it's sad, but that's the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just, man, what we do at Show Off Radio, you know, what Static does, and, you know, I love being the co-host up there on Shade. What we do is, man, we just try to focus on the hip-hop we like.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
All we can do is play the good music.
Do what you
that's
like.
out
Play
right
what you
now,
like. Make the music you
and
want to hear.
Talk about the topics. We don't have to talk about every topic that everybody's talking about because they're already going to do that on every other show. So we try to try to stay positive. I mean, of course, you know, we're going to talk some nonsense sometimes, but I try to stay positive, at least with what I bring to the table. You know what I mean?
Okay. Awesome. Yo, thank you, man, for coming up. Time is currency.
Yeah.
Man,
Out right
50
now.
projects.
Number
bro.
50, baby.
50.
50
pack. We
projects.
smoking on that 50 pack.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
congratulations
Thank
on
you,
that,
man.
bro. I mean, 50 years of hip hop, 50 projects. You know, it's a great alignment with
Is
the
50
culture.
Cent on here?
I wish. Hey, maybe that, you know, you dream collabos. Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah,
in the future.
50 shut
Or maybe I'll get on one of his shows. You know, maybe
can
I'll
make something happen,
I'll
man.
be in power or some shit. Who knows?
Get talk into
Yeah,
existence.
definitely. And I appreciate you guys having me, man. You guys are some real, you know, hip hop titans in this culture, and you guys have been holding it down in many ways and respective. So I'm happy to come up here and have this conversation with you guys.
Thank you,
Awesome,
brother.
man.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, man. Listen,
Yeah.
we all we got.
That's it, man.
Think about it, bro. That's really how I look at it.
And that's also why I linked with Nasty, who produced this whole project.
to
Because
Nasty.
Nasty's my OG. You know what I mean? When I was a young kid coming in the game, I was a teenager. He was already doing these big things like Quiet Storm and Mobb Deep, engineering that, Capital Punishment.
Nasty.
You know,
Yeah.
Capital Punishment, engineering that. So with him just having that ear to the streets and being just an OG, it was like I always listened to him and I always liked his style and I liked how he thought outside of the box. But now it's time for him to showcase his beats, and that's what this is all about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
We got some stuff we're cooking, and since you and Nasty are around the way,
Okay, let's go.
We gonna work on it.
All right, let's
right
get
here
to
in
it.
One World Studios.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
down.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Man. Love.
Terminology.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Terminology.
Yeah.
Where did you get that name from? I never always wanted to ask you that.
The dictionary.
The dictionary.
Dictionary.
Okay.
My first rap name in '96 was Wiz. And then when the Firm album came out, I saw there was a rapper named Wiz, and my heart was shattered. I said, "Damn, I need to come up with a new name." So I
Hey,
started
you just
searching.
opened the dictionary. And
Oh,
just
I looked at a lot of words.
Okay.
And I found one that said the study of words, terminology.
terminology.
Here we are.
There it is.
You wanna know what my first rap name was? My first rap name
Okay, we doing that. Okay, I got one
Okay.
too after this. Go ahead.
was Emphatic.
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 You was reading the dictionary too.
Yeah.
That was that era, bro.
And also that was when fat was a word.
Okay,
Fat,
emphatic, I got you.
PHAT, so emphatic. I was
Emphatic.
like, yo.
You know what my first DJ name was?
What?
That's
And it lasted for a week. It was I was DJ Sample because I like the sample.
That's cool. That's cool. I ain't
I
mad
changed
at
it.
that.
Yeah,
I ain't mad
DJ
at
Sample. That was my first
Yeah,
DJ.
That's
name.
cool.
Yeah.
Yo, that's so
That's
funny,
funny,
man.
man.
Never
So-
told
Shout out
nobody
to the
that.
OGs, man.
What's your first? Do you remember your first rap?
Yeah, I do.
What was your first
Let's hear
rap?
I'm not gonna do it for y'all.
My name
right
is
now.
Termy. My name is Termy.
Nah, I was a 9-year-old kid.
Can we hear
in the
it? Come on, we gotta hear it.
projects.
Let's hear it.
Come on,
Smith,
come on, come
couple
on.
bars. Come on,
Come
man,
on,
come on.
share it, share it,
I
share.
just feel really weird doing it.
Come on, man. It's
All right,
history.
ready? 9-year-old term.
9-year-old
Projects.
9-year-old term.
Bradford Street,
9-year-old
Bradford
term.
Street
Wait, wait.
Projects, 92.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's hear it.
All right. Yo, here you see, my name is D. I'm just a little one, hang around Bradford Street. My dice ain't nice, so when you get ready to roll, get ready to lose, bitch. You lost your roll, take it back to the booty hole. I had $8 in a dime. I went to the store to buy myself some very fine wine.
You are 9?
9 years old.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Where's your parents?
I'm from the projects, baby.
Very fine
I
wine.
wrote that rhyme watching the OGs play dice.
Oh, shit.
They were playing dice in the
that's
crib,
dope,
smoking,
though.
drinking
That's
40s,
dope.
and that's where it
Hey
came
man, my first rhyme was "My name is Chucky C. I'm in the place to be."
from. Okay. I spit that same rhyme for 3 years.
No, that's a dope
And when I
rap.
turned 12, that's when I realized you had to have more than one rhyme.
Right.
I got to the house party, I spit it, and they said, all right, one kid Wayne said, all right, go again. I was like, oh shit. So then I started really doing
Right.
demos. And all
Okay.
that stuff.
That's
Dope.
dope. That's dope.
So I
That's
probably got 100 albums already because all them albums I did in the basement never came out.
Never came
in the
out?
90s, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah.
When I was 14, 15, 16, I had an album, full albums.
Right.
It was on tape, that tape, you know,
Right.
all
Okay.
that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Love,
Word.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out
Love
to
hip-hop,
terminology.
man. I love y'all. All hip hop.
Respect,
Exactly.
respect.